Hello, my name is Lucas. I have a question for Pastor Derek. Did Jesus have a wife and kids?
This week's question is, did Jesus have a wife and kids? Remember, we get our answers from the Bible, not by gossip or hearsay. And that being the case, I can answer this question in about 5 seconds. No, Jesus did not have wife and kids. So, okay, have a great day, and I'll see you next week. No. I want to follow up your question with another, which is, why wouldn't Jesus have a wife and kids? And there are two answers, and they both are related to the fact that Jesus came to the earth in the first place. He started his earthly ministry at 30 years old, and certainly at that time he could have been married, and he could have had kids. But he also realized that he was only going to be on the earth for 3 years. And the question is this: what kind of husband and father would that have made him if selfishly he got married to a woman and had kids, knowing that he would be leaving in such a short time? So first, Jesus didn't marry because he was thinking of others. And the second answer is related to this and is understood by the Apostle Paul in his first letter to the Corinthians, when he was talking to men who were thinking about getting married. And so in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verses 32 and 30 through 34, he says, "I would like you to be free from concern. An unmarried man is concerned about the Lord's affairs, how he can please the Lord. But a married man is concerned about the affairs of this world, how he can please his wife, and therefore his interests are divided." Now, Jesus had only 3 years to prepare his disciples for their future ministry of leading people to Christ, of establishing church leaders, and of actually planting churches. And if he was married and had kids, he couldn't put all of his energy into this task. He would have to choose staying home and working over traveling and preaching the gospel. So what does this mean for all of you? Well, trust me when I say I know that God would love to have you get married someday when you're older. And I gave this advice to my daughter when she was around your age, when she asked me, "Hey, Dad, what kind of man should I be looking for to marry?" And I said there are two things only: a man who loves God and loves you. Now, I said that to her and she got it. And the thing is that Jesus did the same thing. Jesus loved God. He loved him enough to go to the cross and die for all of us for our salvation if we put our faith in him. But he loved God and he loved us enough not to marry and have kids and therefore divide his love from his task. You have to understand that not having a wife and children was a sacrifice for our Lord. And so I hope this answers your question. Until next week, I'll talk to you then. Thanks. Bye.